Well, well, well. The day that everyone has been waiting for has finally come. The 501st Battle Pack announced. Pictures right after April Fool's, so, there's no tricks going on. It's even on Lego.com. It's all there, and it's all anyone has ever wanted. So, finally, it seems that Lego buckled to everyone's demands. Finally, it would seem that Lego bent over backwards and said, "Oh, please, we can't miss out on that fanboy money. We need it so that we can keep growing as a massive titan," because, all anyone ever does with Lego Star Wars is just whinge and complain these days that you don't get shitty sets like this anymore. No, it's actual decent things that are actually decently constructed and are sturdy, albeit overpriced, but whatever. Who am I to talk? I whine just as much as anyone else. Can I be honest about why I'm actually enraged about this whole 501st Battle Pack thing? I'm mostly enraged just because I know it's going to be such a pain to get my hands on. It was so obnoxious getting my hands on the Mandalorian Battle Pack, and I know that getting my grubbers on this 501st one is going to be super difficult. While I've never seen them, I know there are some, big collector army builders in my region, and they always sweep into stores and they, pick up all the battle packs and whatnot, making it really frustrating. And I know it's going to be super obnoxious, and it's going to be super annoying. Also, the 501st clones, for some reason, don't even have blue arms, whatever the hell that's about. Blech. I'm surprised, I must admit, that no, leaks or anything came out about this. I'm almost inclined to think that they rushed it really recently, they're put in a speeder and a walker and, these new clone designs, which look fine, I guess, outside of the lack of blue arms. I feel like it was whipped up with such haste that there wasn't enough time for it to be leaked in any sort of capacity, They jumped right on it, and they just zoop, 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 and then, babda brutzy. So now it's there, and it's going to be coming in August. And oh boy. Honestly, another part of me that has me kind of concerned is, what the hell are the fans going to complain about now? What are they... When you see all of those posts on damn Instagram about everyone who's just well, Lego peaked at the Republic gunship, but now they won't even make us a 501st Battle Pack. What are those people going to complain about now? A Venator remake? You know what? If they actually start complaining about, wanting, a Jedi Temple, then I might be able to actually get on board with that. Ugh. Speaking of the Venator, recently the Empire, with a 1 as the I in Empire, on Instagram is doing the thing for, what is it? It's a competition between Lego sets to, see which one is the best, and right now, the Venator and the Star Destroyer, the most recent versions of each, are neck and neck. Those are the final two. And I don't know if the winner has been announced yet, but I'm inclined to say it's the Venator, because when I voted, the Venator had 64%. It's damn, really? Really? I feel like most of the people that say that they love the Venator really honestly didn't get the Venator. Aesthetically, it's pretty darn good, it does the job, it certainly replicates the thing. Sure, it's a bit it looks a bit more fat, it's some of its proportions are a little weird, but for the most part, it is definitely a good replication of the Venator ship. Although, do you ever factor in the interior, which was a Chancellor Palpatine office, or those minifigures which featured the nightmarish Chancellor Palpatine, who I honestly don't think ever stepped 1 foot on a Venator in any Star Wars material that we've ever seen? I feel like people are so bloody driven by nostalgia that they don't even recognize a good set when it comes around. Star Destroyer didn't have a perfect interior either, but at least it made sense. At least it was like, you know, they had that whole bridge area that was cool and everything, you know? And some of the little the little Emperor Palpatine hologram thing in the back and whatnot. Like, they had some cool stuff on the interior, and not to mention the Star Destroyer, just as a note, looked way better aesthetically than the Venator did. And yet everyone is so insistent on this Venator being such a great set, and it really wasn't. It was 5 minifigures for, good gravy, how much did that thing cost? Probably $150, maybe $160. It wasn't, like, that phenomenal. I experienced it in real life, you know? I obviously, like everyone else, when it was revealed, I was like, holy shit, I need to get my hands on this bloody Venator, you know? Everyone was going ham, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I need to get this thing. And later on, I went over to my friend Adam's, and I saw it, and I was just like, what? Is this what everyone is going ballistic over? This thing right here with the crappy little turrets on the side and the gunner and the pilot and the Senate Commandos were cool with this ugly-ass Palpatine and this set that is really just kind of a container for an office that doesn't even belong there? Like, man, I gotta say, I think even the Malevolence had a better interior than that, okay? At least the Malevolence interior kinda replicated the bridge from the movie, you know? And they tried a stupid little thing with, like, the trains in the back there. You know, it was kind of gay, but it could have been worse, I guess. You know? But everyone's so insistent that this Venator is so good, and I don't know if it's like... maybe there were some parameters that I didn't see to this whole voting contest. Maybe it was the Empire, once again, going off about how much he wants, like, a remake of the Venator. It's just like, vote for the set you want to see remade the most, and everyone's just like, we want the Venator! It would actually be cool, honestly, to see how they would do a Venator today, and shoot, it's been nearly 10 years, you know? If not 10 years. It might be, actually. It might be 11. I don't know, I'm bad with dates, but regardless, a Venator remake would be kind of cool, although I feel like their priorities right now are elsewhere. Not to mention, I'm kind of concerned for, like, the next Star Destroyer / cruiser set and what it's gonna cost. They might be making, like, a Sith Legion Star Destroyer, which I'd be down for, but it's gonna be so expensive. This is such an expensive hobby. Thank goodness the Canadian government is giving all of the losers like me $2,000 in the coming months, like $2,000 for like 4 months. $2,000 each month, I mean, which is very exciting. Then I'm, you know, probably going to use that to get the Razor Crest. Gonna get the Razor Crest, and I don't know. Maybe I'll buckle and I'll finally get the Ewok Village. I've never really forgiven myself for getting scammed out of the Ewok Village from that idiot on Instagram who scammed me. That was embarrassing. That was a whole hullabaloo. Ugh. Anyways. So yeah, this 501st Battle Pack, it's finally come. Time has come. Rejoice, everyone. Now you're gonna get to make a big-ass army of 501st. And it's gonna be, like, it's just gonna be people posting lines upon lines upon lines of these 501st troopers, and it's gonna be like, look at this massive army that I made! And it's gonna be like, wow, you did it. You had enough money to purchase all these guys and enough time to put them all together. It's not even impressive. It's not even like a demonstration of a skill or something. Or maybe it's just like a demonstration of your wealth, which is, you know... I've never really found, you know, army collection videos very impressive. Maybe it's because I'm not really much of an army builder. I've never really partaken much in the whole army thing unless I've, like, needed to build up, like, a sizable portion of troopers for a mock that I'm making. Army building, I feel like if I was a kid, that would be more fun, so I could have, like, these massive army battles, but I find as I grow older, my will to physically play with my Lego just diminishes and whatnot. And even though, of course, there is like that deep down desire to have hundreds and hundreds of troops just for the sake of having hundreds and hundreds of troops, I know that beyond it, I'm not going to find any real satisfaction, you know, because it'll just be like, too old to even play with this. And it's not even that I'm like one of those arbitrary people. It's just like, oh, I cannot play with this for I have reached an age when I is too old. It's just like, I feel like my imagination has just gone dull. Like the gears that used to make it so that I would be able to dream up these fantastical scenarios and put minifigures in them and play with shit. I feel like that's just slipping away with every passing month, you know. I find less and less will to actually physically play with the MOCs that I make and the sets that I buy. I buy them and I put them somewhere. I put it on a shelf after doing a review. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Confession time. The best part of me buying a Lego set is me reviewing that Lego set. I love to review. That's the thing. Here, I'll tell you a little something. I've been reviewing sets for longer than I've had a YouTube channel. I have, Lord, like 200 reviews. Probably, maybe even 300 reviews on my old computer of sets that I reviewed for nobody. Literally just for me. So many reviews. Just for me. For no one else. Just to piss around. Just for fun. This is my play. This, me talking into the camera. Getting to bloviate, if you will. That is my play, you know? I love so very much to talk about sets and to review them and to go over them and to express my opinion, even when there's nobody listening, and nobody listens to me on this channel. I mean, some have, what with the Empal Suricon and Red Dead Redemption MOCs, but not really, you know? Deep down, you know, I'm talking largely because I enjoy it. It's so very much fun. And I feel like, even if I got 0 views, even if I got 0 on every single video, if I was that detestable, and no one could even stand to watch me, that I got 0 views on each video, I know that I'd keep doing reviews because I just love them. I got 0 views on my, on all the reviews I did before I even had a YouTube channel, you know? I just saved them to my computer. So many reviews. Maybe one of these days I'll actually post one of them on here. Maybe it'll be like a April Fool's thing, but that was yesterday. But no, the joy for me that I get out of this is largely stemming from just straight up sitting here and talking about these stupid sets. And let me tell you, there are a few things that get me more invigorated than getting to review a bad set. Oh, I love it. Such fun. Oh, I love it. It's the best. When I've built a set and when I'm looking at it, case in point, the Sith tie dagger, whatever the fuck. When one of those sets comes along, I relish the opportunity to just rip it apart, to just make every single glaring error seem like just the worst thing. I understand people like Gordon Ramsay who make a living out of their fury, because fury is a very cathartic thing, you know? It's just so invigorating to absolutely tear apart some piece of crap set that should never have been, you know, put out in the first place. That makes me ask myself, what do I genuinely enjoy more? Buying a good set or buying a bad set? But I think the worst thing is buying a mediocre set. I think the sets that are just kind of like bleh, meh, yeah. Those ones are the worst. The ones that I don't really have much to say about and the ones that aren't really that interesting. I like giving very high praise to sets and I like ripping sets apart, but the sets that exist in kind of the medium area just make me just suck. Those are the worst because I can't make a show of an opinion that I don't have, you know? Sure, I accentuate a lot of my opinions, but they're based in like a real feeling that I have. But when there's a set that's just perfectly fine and there's nothing really wrong with it and it's not exemplary but it's not sucky either, that's just lame and those videos are boring and they suck. 501st Battle Pack is gonna be quite a set and everyone's gonna be excited for it. Although, when it comes to these shitty nerd communities like LEGO, filled with these entitled reprobates, it's kind of like the Hydra, wherein once the company does something that they like, there will be two more things that come out that happen that they don't like. So I really wonder what the next point of complaint is going to be, you know? I'm really interested to see what the next thing is going to be, you know? And if I'm going to get on board with it, because honestly, I was never really on board for the whole 501st Battle Pack thing. Maybe like a few years ago, maybe like in the wake of the on those Umbara sets and like those first 501st Clone Troopers came out, maybe like then I was like, wow, we should really get a battle pack for this. But since I just kind of resigned to it's like it's never really gonna happen and screaming about it is just gonna make me seem like one of these many idiots I just, you know, I make fun of. But no. It's finally come. The 501st Battle Pack. Of course, it's $40. But at least it's got, like, some droids and 2 vehicles. Price per piece is good, so overall, when I actually finally get my hands on it, I'll probably enjoy it. I'll probably be like, haha, this is a good set. Good fun. But yeah. LEGO, you kowtowed. And honestly, I think it would have been funnier if you had just let the nerds wallow in their fury forever, just, you know. But I understand why you would make it, you know, it's very profitable. Obviously, this was a wise move financially. It's going to be bought up like hotcakes. You can make double the production of 501st Battle Packs than you've made for any Battle Pack ever before, and I'm sure it'll still sell out phenomenally. People are going to absolutely love it. And even when it's not, like, top of mind anymore and it starts to go on sale in some places, it'll spike again because everyone's going to be like, oh, it's lowering in value, gotta get it, you know? So this is going to be a huge avenue of profit. So I cannot blame LEGO for, you know, just kind of submitting like this, being like, yes, fans. Oh, yes, I would love to make the set you're always bitching and complaining about. Would you like my ass, too? Would you like to tap my ass? Like, ugh. A part of me is kind of disappointed that LEGO would buckle to it, but I can't, like I said, I genuinely can't blame them. Like, what else were they supposed to do? Just, like, ignore this huge potential forever? Like, get the hell out of here, man! This was a distracted video, but this is my thoughts on the 501st Battle Pack, because it's like the obligatory thing that all the LEGO channels are going to be doing within the next couple hours, or probably have already done, honestly. Ugh. I used to like MandR, and now it's going to be so frustrating, because he's going to be on, he's just going to be like, hey studs, what's up? He's the Ben Shapiro of the LEGO community. He's going to, hey studs, what's up? They finally did it. They finally made my 501st Battle Pack, but why don't they have blue arms? Of course, I'm not psyched about the price hike, but this is totally awesome, you guys. I'm going to be getting so many of these. This is the hugest event in LEGO Star Wars fan history. Okay, studs. I cannot wait for this set. I am going to be waiting outside the store. I am going to pre-order this. I am going to be getting so many of this, and I know you are too. He's the Philip DeFranco of the LEGO community. I do not connect that well with many, like, LEGO reviewers or LEGO personalities, honestly. I think our egos clash, and I think there's, like, this under-seated jealousy that makes me, like, needlessly angry at them. Hey, at least I'm self-aware about these dickholes. Jang, I would say, is the worst if the Brick Show hadn't existed at a time. And Brick Queen. Ugh. Anyways, maybe someday I'll make like a video about all my compunctions with like all the big LEGO YouTubers, who honestly, amongst them, the best might be like something like EvanTube or something. I might make a joke like that about how, like, the best is some stupid kid whose parents are probably, like, manipulating them into making these videos and profiting hugely off of it, but whatever. Anyways, that's what I've got to say about the 501st Battle Pack. LEGO, I'm a little disappointed that you would bend over backwards for these stupid fans that have been nothing but ungrateful for all this time. But I also cannot blame you because you're going to be profiting hugely off of it, so bippity-boppity-boo. Bye-bye!